Are we live? Are we good? Let's see. There we go. We're cool. All right. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Hopefully, you can hear this, and welcome to the live stream. It's been a bit since I've done it, but we're gonna be making some great progress today. I've been wanting to do this live stream for like a solid week. I've been holding off, progress on a certain thing for a really long time, just so we can do it on the live stream. So, hello everyone. Welcome. What we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be adding emails into Venge. So basically the idea is you'll be able to find laptops and computers hidden around the real world, and then you'll be able to log in and see their emails and see like lore and really, interesting stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be doing it from scratch, and I thought that that would be fun to show you like how we make the UI, and how I will set it up and program it, because I already have an idea of how I'm going to do it. And then we're going to do all of that, and then maybe we'll be able to get to write a new email. So, what do you guys want to do first? So, we can get started, or there's something I can show you first that's actually really, really cool. Do you want to see the new thing first, or should we just get started on the emails? Let me close this poll, because... So let's see, I'm also doing this to check the latency of the chat. New thing first? Okay. New things? Okay, so I forgot my options. Was the new thing the poll, or was it the... Okay, no, I've remembered. Okay, so let me show you something really cool. So, let me flip over to my correct screen. Let me make sure it's not going to show you any spoilers. I'm getting better at not showing spoilers on the live stream, but if you've been here before, you know I'm notoriously bad at it. So, if we load up the game here, then let's see what we got. So I had to make a trailer. Indie Fest happened this morning. And if you haven't seen that, you should look for it. You should. I don't know if I have a link. Can one of the mods here get a link for me? But so I had to make a trailer, right? And I really wanted some cinematic shots in the trailer, but I didn't want to like go through the effort of, doing it how I used to do it. Like in 1.0, I would set up like a camera and stuff, and that just was a lot of work. So I created this new command. It is called cinematic, right? So what we can do is we can go cinematic create, and then we enter a name for a shot. So let's call this live stream test, like that, right? So then what it lets us do is we can do cineshot live stream test, and then we can see here, and it doesn't have any keyframes. So what this lets us do is it's so cool. So watch, you guys can all have access to this too. So once 2.0 comes out, you guys can use all these commands. So then what you can do is, this is what I prefer to do. I'd like to go player set no clip toggle to true, so that I can fly like this. And so then what you do is basically you have a dynamic camera into Venge itself now. So if I do cineshot live stream test keyframe new from player start, like this, and then I have to say how long I want the shot to be. So I think 4 seconds would be good, right? So then it adds this keyframe, and then if I move to a different location, let's say I want to show off Chuck's office over here, but I don't want it to clip into this glass, so I'm gonna go like right here. Then what I do is I do cineshot live stream test keyframe new from player end, right? And I hit enter. So this will create a keyframe from right there to right here. And so that's our first keyframe done. So then what I can do is I can fly over to here, and then I can use, once I already have a keyframe, I can use this new command, which is cineshot live stream test keyframe new from player last. So what this will do is this will use my current location and my previous location, and we'll make a keyframe from that. Oh wait, did that say an error? Missing the length. Oh right, then I have to say a length. We'll say 3 seconds for this one. So then let me just do one more shot for like a proof of concept, right? Like we'll show off this spring. This spring is really cool. Just like so. Now, ready for the big part? Ready for the cool part? If I do cineshot live stream test play, ready? Is everyone ready? Look at that. It plays the animation for you. And so you can create really, really, really cool visuals with this. And then once it's done, it teleports you to the end. So there's a lot of options you can do. So you can go like cinematic live stream shot, and then we can change the lerp influence. Oh, sorry. So for example, between 0.1 and 100, if I change it to like 100, right? Then if I try the command again, you can see it's very linear, right? Like, it's very linear, and that might be what you want. But sometimes that can look a little goofy, like in this sort of instance. So if I want to smooth that out, what I can do is I can go from lerp influence. It's 1 by default, but if I do like 0.1, then I try the command. Oh, what the? That's not what I wanted. Hold on. That was on purpose to demonstrate the other feature of these cinematic shots. They save. So once I got my shot done, right, and once I'm in the game, I can just do the same command again, and here it is. It's wonderful. So all of your settings save. Let me change that back because that was broken. Let's try it again. There we go. Okay, 0.1 was just too slow. But if I do like a really slow value, see how smooth it lerps between all of the different points? Isn't that really cool? That actually looks really nice. Perfect. So I know clipped in the back rooms. And then here's the cool part. So let me, oh gosh, that was a horrible folder to keep open. It has all of my spoilers in it. Good thing I did it off screen. So the cool part, the extra cool part, I know there's so many cool parts already, but the way that this is designed, if you go into your documents folder, and then you go into coaster, and then you go into the folder that Venge is in, for you guys, it'll be Venge. But for me, it's all these different ones. Look at what you can do. Oh, wow, wrong one. You go Livestream, editor. You won't have the editor. There's this new folder called shots, and look at that. Boom. So what this lets you do is you can get your shot, and you can send it over to Discord, and you can share it with everyone, all of your friends or whatever, and then you guys can collectively make, like, a whole cinematic thing. So, I'm going to send this into my Discord server now. You guys won't be able to use it yet, but when it comes out, so maybe someone could download it, and then you can play the shot yourself. So, isn't that really, really, really cool? So, it's basically, like, really nice. Almost modding support in a way. But, so I had to make that for the trailer, and I thought that was really cool, and, like, there's a lot of options here. So, you can, like, play, keyframe, delete, you can, like, do all sorts of things, and I'm going to add a lot more, but yeah, very, very, very cool stuff. So yeah, now that we're into live stream, let's get started on the email system. So let me clear my console because I want you guys to see all that. Where did I have? Okay, here we go. So allow me to introduce my mood board for this. Here we go. So here is kind of the vibe that I'm going to go for the emails. So, the email, Venge takes place in like 2008. So I guess realistically I'd use 2008 UI, like maybe like this. But I kind of really want this like old Windows aesthetic. So a part of this aesthetic is like we have the banner in the blue, and then we have like these red escape buttons and stuff like that. And then I did find one that has an email. It's this one right here, but honestly it does not look that interesting. But just this is the sort of aesthetic we're going for. So that's what it's called. It's called Windows 95. I completely forgot the name. So we're going to be doing this. And so I think it would be fun to start with, let's actually ask you guys. So I'm going to do a poll real fast. Should we start with the UI or should we start with the system or the code first? Let me check this out. Code like that. There you go. You guys can choose. I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter. I mean, it might be better to do the code first, because then we can actually, like, preview it in the moment once the code is done, you know what I mean? But the code will be a little bit more boring, so I think we should probably do the UI first, because the UI won't be as boring. Also, I might just be overthinking it. So, whatever you guys want to see first. We're going to do both today, hopefully. And so, yeah. Let's see how it goes. In the meantime, though, while you guys vote, I need to send you to brain rot because I need to make sure that my Photoshop is clear. Okay, ready? Bye, have fun. Okay, we're back. Sorry about the brain rot. Alright, let's see what the poll says. So, it looks like everyone here wants to do UI first. Okay, that's about what I expected. So, let's get started on that. So, let me show you how inspectables work. So basically the emails are secretly going to be inspectables. They're not going to be their own system. They're going to be a part of the inspectable system, which if you don't know what that is, let me actually give you a demonstration just so that everyone's on the same page. Luckily enough, I have a few that we can look at right now. So let's take a look. Where's the Subway Surfer? Oh, I need to add that. Don't worry, I'll add that in a second. Okay, so perfect example right here. This is what's called an inspectable. It doesn't like glow or anything like that, but it does have this little thing at the bottom and a little magnifying glass if you can see that on my cursor. So if I click it, it pops up this nice little UI where I can see the image up close and I can like really read out the details and I don't have to worry about lighting and stuff. And then I can also pin it. So then on my pins, I can see it and I can come back to it if I want to. I can also leave a note like really interesting sign, right? And then it shows up on here. So then I can keep track of those. And then I can also preview a transcript of it so that I can see what it is in case you can't really read the text. Because sometimes like right here, it might get a little bit blurry. But so then the cool part is if I walk away, right? And if I click E to open my inventory, and then I click this little magnifying glass, I can see my pinned inspectables like right here. So this is really nice, and it's a really good way to like keep track of lore, for example. So I need to get rid of this poll on my phone. It's taking up so much space. Okay, there we go. What do I think about making something like SFM but with your games? Oh, look, we could do that in Venge. That could be fun. So that's what inspectables are, right? I'm wanting to add emails as a part of inspectables. So when you click an email, it would open the inspectable UI, but then it would actually have the email on it. So to do that, we need to look into how inspectables are implemented into the UI. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot to set up my background music. Hold on a second. Let me back to brain rot. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Now the widget should work. Hopefully. There we go. Now it plays the music. So, anyway. So if we go to inspectables here. And then, so this is what the inspectables UI looks like. Just some interesting stuff here. So we got the main tab, which is like, if I close it, let me hide this grid. If I close it, it gets rid of that. And then we have the collections tab, which holds all of the little sidebar, right? We need to be in the main tab. So inside the main tab, we have a bunch of different things here, but the main one that I want to talk about is this 2D view. I can get rid of it and nothing kind of happens, and this is what holds the inspectables. And the way that I've designed it is it can support... Why is this missing something? Weird. I can support different methods, and that was very well designed of me. So hopefully that still holds up. So then we got like the transcript right here, which it doesn't show up because I don't have any transcript text. Where's... Oh, right, okay. So then we have the transcript and then we have the translate, which is a mechanic in the flip world. I can hide that right there. Let me just hide it for now. I'm going to hide the transcript tab too. And then we have the view archive button. Yeah, all this stuff. We can keep all this. But the thing that we need to be considered about is this 2D view. And that's what this white square is, right? So to add in emails, we need to... I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to put it underneath it. I'm going to call this the email view, like that, right? So I can't remember. There's no scroll view as far as I know. It's just done the code. Gotcha. Okay. So I kind of lied. We do have to do a little bit of coding right off the bat, but it'll be fine. Hopefully you guys will not die. So let me just kind of refactor this a tiny bit. Let me create an inspectables section just so I can collect all of my inspectable scripts. Will the phone item be useful? Yes, the phone item already has a few uses, but there will be a lot more coming. So hopefully that answers your question. So let's make a new script, and we're gonna call this the, what do I call my preview? Hello, welcome to the live stream. There we go. It's called Inspectables Backend 2. So this one will be Inspectables Backend Email. Let's make a C# script. Inspectables Backend Email. Like that. So let's open this up in my coding editor. Here we go. And hide that. It's fine. Okay. So, just like so. And so then let's see what we need to do. So the inspectables backend 2D implements from. Seriously? Kind of weird. Okay, so apparently I didn't implement it as well as I thought I did. Okay, we're gonna have to go and do some quick implementation here real fast. So inspectables, backend view base. So if you don't know what I'm doing, basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a common parent that these two classes inherit from, just so that I don't have to rewrite as much code, and it helps keep my code nice and clean. So that's what I'm doing here. Instead of saying the parent is mono behavior, I'm saying the parent is inspectable backend view base. So then I'm gonna make this a abstract class, which what that basically means is it's like a. Did I not see it? Oh, come on, boo! I hate when you do this, Unity. Boo. The rain sounds, thank you. I like the rain sounds too. They're very calming. Come on, Unity. In the butthead. There we go. Okay, we're fine. So basically what this is doing is the abstract makes it like a parent that doesn't actually exist. It's more like an instruction manual on how to make one. Well, no, because I'm already... Because it's virtual. You know what? That's just me being sloppy. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this open function because, you know, opening an inspectable is obviously very important. It should be shared between emails and normal inspectables. So I'm going to create an abstract function for open. And I'm going to create an abstract function for ping. I think that's an important one. So what ping does is ping is like, if you pin it, then the little icon, the little animation goes beep, and it goes boop, like does a little bounce, right? So I want the email to be able to do that, but I don't know entirely how, although I'm hating how it's a lowercase and it's not properly synced up. But right here I can just do override. Here we go. Ping for public override void. Perfect. Okay. Is there any... I should have an override, an update method. So public abstract void on update. And this is a special update because it's only going to get called when we need it to. So void on update here. Oh, public. So, and then I can get rid of all of this. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, maybe not all of them, but parts of it. So then we're gonna have our update function here, and we do this, and then after all of those checks are done, then we do on update like so. So I'm just doing some rerouting so that it's a lot cleaner. This is an important one to have right here. And then what else? Everything else looks like it's fine. So okay, we'll have it do that. New email class. We want to implement all of these classes. So on update, on open, okay. All very important ones to have. So now that we've got that set up, then what we can do... Oh, love that. Now that we've got this email stuff set up, once we can start doing UI. So, so let's start from fresh. So this should take up the entire width of the screen. Ooh. Oh wait. Just like so. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is if we go back to my mood board, it looks like the way that these are laid out is it's like it has like it's a little window box, and then it has a it's laid out vertically, which is nice. So let me draw this because I feel like it'll be easier to draw than just talk. So we'll have our box here, and then this will be like our little window, and then we'll have a little thing at the top that'll be like blue, for example. Can I fill it? Perfect. And so we'll have that, and then we'll have I imagine we'll have let's have a sidebar like this that has all of the lists of recent emails on this computer, like that, just so we can kind of see. And then in here, then we'll have the actual emails themselves. So this will be like an email right here, and then emails exist in like chains, right? So the screaming and jingle bells goes hard. Thank you. That was done by yours truly. So this is what an email would look like. There'd be like another one right here, right? So there'd be like a list of emails like per reply. So then the email will have the profile picture, which will be like right here. And then it'll have like the subject. Like, I can't move that. Well, that's just permanent. I can't. Subject right here. And then it'll have the name of the person. And then we'll have from and then to. Like that. And then we have the actual email content itself, like that. Let me change the color. There we go. And so then all of the emails would be just like that. They'd all be like that, right? So when you click on a computer, you would see the list of emails from that computer. So let's say if we go into the CEO's office, we might see like 5 different recent emails, right? And then we would, if we click on it, then we can see the chain of emails. So the way that we're gonna have to represent this internally is we should have we should almost have, okay, I know how to do this. So we'll have let me get my drawing tablet out so I can just draw this, because I feel like that'd be a lot easier than trying to do this by my mouse. Yes, I am prototyping UI in Paint. Why not? So we'll have an object that represents like the user. So it would be like Joe Rotnick, for example, and then we would see all of the emails that are sent to Joe Rotnick and they'd be sent from Joe Rotnick. So let me write that down. From Joe Rotnick. Okay. Then for example, we would have like Joe, and we would have like Betsy and Martha, like that, right? So then we would also have, so then each user would then have, or then we would also have an email object which contains a to, which is a user, and from, which is a user too. And then we would also have an option to add replies. Like that. So then all of this stuff would be kind of stored in like a big database where it stores the users, like that, and then the emails, like that, right? So this data. And so Martha turned into Maha? Oh my gosh, it totally did. So, yeah. So, I think that users should be separate from emails. And then they're just all stored on the database. And then when you click on user, then it would find all the emails. It'll be fine. We'll do it that way, and if I can always change later. So this is the plan, right? So let's get started on this. Let's move this to the other screen. So, we have the email view, and then what I want to do is I want to have this be a vertical layout canvas, just so that I'm able to get the size how I want it. So if I do something like 100 on each side, then what we should do is add in a new object here. Perfect. So let me adjust the padding until it kind of fits nicely into this box. There we go. That looks good. So then we would have here, this would be like our gray window background, and then the looks of it looks like this would also be a vertical layout canvas, just like so. So we'll call this like the window container, and then from here we will add in the header. So let's add here, header, and so this will be like a blue color as we discussed. Let's do the Venge blue color. That would look nice. So then we also have to have a new empty, and we'll call this the email or the window body. And the window body is going to be a horizontal layout canvas. What these basically do is just like they divide it into rows and columns, so it's nice and easy to make it work for any size. So I'm going to add layout elements here, and then I'm going to change the preferred height. I'm going to make the header prefer to be really small. Like, why are you lagging so much? It doesn't really lag that much. So I'm going to make the, just like right around there. That looks about right. And so then in the window body, we have our horizontal layout groups, and then we'll add in a new image for our left panel. Every time you say email, you hear emo. Love that. So our left panel is where all the people are listed. So for now, we'll just leave it as like this gray color. And then our right panel is actually the email contents. I did not spell that right, but it'll be like this red panel, right? So then if we add both of the layout options like so, and then if I make this a lot smaller, that's about good. And I make this guy bigger. Then perfect, boom. So then we got this nice little UI thing here, and then the nice part is it will wonderfully resize to any shape we have. So from here, what I want to do is this left panel should actually be a scroll. They should both be scroll views. So maybe I shouldn't have deleted it. Let me get it back. So the reason I want scroll views is just in case we have a lot of emails. I want to be able to, you know, handle that well, not have issues with that. So what a scroll view does is it's pretty self-explanatory. It just basically makes it so you can scroll through that area. So if we do it like that, and then I need to make sure in my viewport I need to have this be a content size filter. What this does is this basically makes it so that the smallest size that it'll make itself is the size of all of its children combined. So hopefully that makes sense. So let me copy over this layout component. I can actually use this little tool here. Just like so. Perfect. So I can get rid of that and put that one up front. And then I can call this the left panel. Then what I can do is, I don't really like the scroll bar. The scroll bars are always really ugly. So let me make it a lot smaller and thinner. That'll work for now. And then on the right panel, then we'll do the same thing. So we'll just copy and paste this over, and then I need to do 904 for right here. Perfect. And then I want to copy this image component and paste this image component. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. So now we got the different scroll views. Email container. I also forgot something else I need to do. So for both of the content, let me make this bigger so you guys can actually see what's going on. These guys both need to have vertical layout groups, like so. So I want to make sure the width is good, but the height should be dynamic. So now we get into the fun stuff, at least for me. If you're not already on the edge of the seat, then now you will be. So let's add a new email right here. Emails. So this is what the emails would look like. So for context, we're doing this part right now. We're making the actual email UI itself. So the email is going to be made out of a, you guessed it, vertical layout group. This one is going to be fully pumped like this. And then inside we need a header section. So we're going to call this a header. Actually, I should email template because, you know, this is all created in Dynamics. Email template. So then in the header itself, we're going to have the header, and then we're going to have the email body. So let me just make this a tag. We're going to call this the email body, just like so. Let me make this a bit of a, not that color, but that'll work for now. So in the header body, then we're going to have a horizontal layout group, just like so. I'm really curious about the performance impacts of all of these horizontal layout groups and vertical layout groups, because I use them a ton, but I don't know if they're good to have. So we're going to have an image. So we'll choose an image. Let's choose this weight ball. Perfect. This is going to be our email profile picture. So I'll call this profile picture. Then we're going to have another container. So many of these. This is going to be our details container. And this one's going to be a vertical layout group. And so we'll have it stretched like this. And then inside of... Actually, no, we don't need that. I can just have it in text. So we'll have it here. And then this is where we'll have our subject from to. Perfect. Just like that. And then we'll have it centered vertically. Just like that. Groundbreaking UI. Look at that. We are blowing people's minds with this one. So I want this profile picture to be at a constant size, like at a locked size. So I'll use this layout element copy from, and then I'll change it to height. So we want to take the height from our parent and apply it to our preferred height, or preferred width. Sorry. And that did not actually. It did work. Okay. Then for here, then we want to have a layout element here. And we want to just make this guy want to have as big of a height as possible. So boom. Now, if we resize our header, if we resize our email, you can see our icon stays at a constant size, which is great. So, I don't want it to be this tall though. So let me add a layout element here and change the preferred height, and we're going to shrink it down. Should be about there. That looks about right, yeah. So then for the email, this is going to be our details. We should also have this fit nicely with the little thing here. Perfect, okay. So then we have the email content itself. So I'm going to give all these some padding because I don't want them to be like, see how like this is like literally at the edge? I want this to have like a little bit of space. So I'm just going to give them all space like this, and I'm going to give the email body a little bit more space. I think 20 will be good. Perfect. So, hello. This is a stupid, dumb email test. Perfect. So this looks hideous, as you can probably tell, but it works, which is great. So I'm going to add some more padding here, too, just so it looks a little bit nicer. And then I'm going to add some spacing padding, too. Okay. Hey, I mean, hey, that looks like an email to me. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it looks like an email. So, now, we gotta make this look a little bit prettier. Let's actually start with, let's add in, so then, for example, if I copy and paste, then you can see the little scroll bar right here gets bigger. Do you see what I mean? So, now we're gonna go into our other part, and we're gonna do the same thing that we just did, but for users. So let's add in an image right here, and this will be our user template. Like so. And so let me again add the padding that we need to. I think for this one I chose 10. Yeah, 10 is good. So just 10 for all of these fields. Like that. And so then the user will have the profile picture and then the username. So for this one we need a horizontal layout group, just like so. We should stretch these. And then we're going to need the same thing that we just did over here. So the profile picture and the details. If I paste these as children. Wonderful, and then I have it copy the height from you. Perfect. So we're gonna call this like Joe Rotnick, and then CEO. There we go. Do you see the vision? You see the vision? There we go. So then, actually, yeah. So, okay, we're gonna change it a little bit. We're gonna call this Betsy Brown. Head of daycare or something like that, right? So then, this would be from Joe's perspective. So then at our header here, I want to add a text here, and we're gonna have to stretch the entire length. I don't think I'm gonna do anything for now. And we would just say like logged in as Joe Rotnick. Perfect. I want a profile picture up there, so let me change that real fast. Horizontal, yep, perfect. Okay. So logged in as Joe Rotnick, and then we're gonna grab, again, same thing, profile picture, paste this child, put that in front, and then we're gonna have it copy the height of the header. That's weird, why is it doing that? The height is 58, so why is it setting itself to like, oh, right, okay. Then I have to set myself to have a lot of really large pieces. Perfect. Look at that. Boom. Cool. Email layout done. So I should add spam emails. Ooh, spam emails would be really interesting. Well, I published the trailer from the Indie Fest. I think I'm wanting to make a better trailer though, because I'm not super proud of the one that was on there. I think I could do better. Why do you look stretched? That's not what I want. You should not be stretched. Let me paste it as a new. I think I have to say minimum. There we go. Yeah. Let me just add that real fast to all of these guys, just so that they don't get squished. Because I want these to have square profile pictures. We don't want squishy We don't want squishy profile pictures. That's not the vibe. So we go like this, and then change this to minimum. Perfect. Then let me logged in. I'm just gonna call this header text, so it's more vague. Okay, perfect. So now let's actually make this UI look a lot better. Because I mean, it doesn't look the best right now, but you know, we gotta actually improve it. So, let me pull back up my mood board and let's take a look. So, for the header, it's like this gradient sort of thing, and then it has like the close options. I mean, if I added a close option, it would just do the exact same thing that this button does. But maybe that'd be cute. I don't know. So for the header, let's see if I have like a gradient already in here. Honestly, that doesn't look like that bad. I mean, it's blue to red, which isn't what I want. But it's progress. So let's go into Photoshop here. And then if I hit new, perfect, it doesn't show it. So actually, I'm gonna try something I've never done before. What if I just make a giant texture sheet for my UI? I've never done that before. Let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna make this a little bit larger because I don't want. I think this is a little too small. Just like so. Perfect. So I'm gonna have the top part right here be the header. So let's have it filled in with just like a blue for now. No, I want to have the Venge blue. So let me grab that color right there. This color right here. That's the official Venge blue color. So if I go into Photoshop and here we go, we got the Venge blue color. And so then looking at the reference images, it has like this little bevel sort of vibe. Easter egg emails? Definitely. We could definitely do Easter egg emails. So if we do like a, yeah, this is what we're talking about. This sort of like, because the 2000s had this very like, this sort of vibe, you know what I mean? If I do something like that, although it looks like they kind of go the opposite way. Yeah, they have the darker part on the top. So let me try to run better. So if I make the darker part more dark, yeah. There you go, that looks right to me, you know what I mean? Well, actually, let me try just a gradient. I think a gradient would give me better control. So if I do like a 5. Scale it. Come on. There we go. Perfect. So then we'll have it like this, and then for the gradient, I want it to be. We should actually have. Well, I just wish I could just mix it, but keep its color. Like, I guess like that, yeah. And then I guess if I rotate this by negative 90. No, negative 90. There we go. Yeah, but I don't like this how it turns white. Maybe I'll just have it turn blue instead of a white. I do like a blue color. Just like so, and then oh right, then what I gotta do is then I gotta do an inner glow, because then I'm looking at it, it has little, it's like shadows around the edge. So if I do an inner glow and I make this really bright and then I make it black, and I do like a multiply sort of situation, I could use a pixel font. I definitely could use a pixel font. And I kind of go like this. There we go, got it. See how it like has that like sort of beveled vibe of a bit of dithering. Ooh, okay, I can try that. It doesn't actually. I wish there was like a slider. that I could do. There we go. That looks about right. So wonderful. Now, because this is all super awesome in Photoshop, I can just kind of resize it to whatever I want, and then it'll keep its size. Perfect. Wonderful. So, but I do want to make it a little bit bigger because it's better to stretch it than to try to expand it, because then it'll like lose some of its things. So I'm gonna send you to brain rot real fast again because I need to save this and I don't know where my default location is. So I will be right back. Have fun. Boom. Okay, so while your brain was rotting away, I got into the game. So I've never done this before, so you're gonna have to bear with me. But I think if I change this to a raw image, so we can actually use the texture. I do raw image, and then I just look up email master, which is right here. Perfect. So now I just have to adjust the UV of it. So I think if I go like 7, 5, 8. It looks like 8.1 is that one, and then for this I expect like 0.2. Oh, right. So if I decrease it, make it really small, then I crank it all the way up to 1. There we go, okay. What size do I got? So 0.08 maybe, 0.7, there we go. That looks about right. Cool, cool. So now we got that. Oh no, but it's flipped. No, it's upside down. Maybe I need to make it positive. No, but then oh, you know what? Then I gotta do like 1 minus that. There we go. So then if we go back to inspiration, it does have a shadow in it, and then obviously so they use just like a basic text. Let's see if I have the text. This open sans could look good as like a bold font maybe. And if I decrease the size, then it gave it a shadow. Does that work? I don't know, it doesn't feel 80s now. Or like not 80s, 2000s now. What? I think it's just because the font is a little bit too flowery. You're really quiet, the music is really loud. Oops, is that better now? Sorry, my microphone is very sensitive to where I'm looking. Is that better? Sounds like Angry Birds yelling? Oh my gosh, that's not good. So the music is quiet, so no clue. I'm a bit confused what you mean. Seems better? Okay, good. So let me see if I have a better font. I have Railway, which is a good go-to. Oh, why is it black? I don't want it to be the color I change it to. You know what? We're gonna go font hunting. We're gonna try to look for a new font. Fonts are cool. Oh, okay. You're gonna try to make your own email graphics? Cool. Sounds like a fun challenge. So if we go to fontstargoogle.com here, then let me look for like, honestly, just something like display serif. Nah. Let's type in what we were logged in. Oh, that's the search box. Any that particularly catch your eye as particularly 2000s? I love this one, but that's not the vibe that we're going for. See, like, I think the pixel one would work, but I feel like it's a little bit too on the nose, almost. Comic Sans. Let me do some quick little research off on the other screen. Most popular 2000s font. Let's look through this website. So, these are all the 2000s fonts, apparently. Any that look particularly 2000s. I mean, Arial is a classic example. I kind of like this one. Pixelated MS Sans Serif. Let's see that one. MS Sans Serif. This one? Oh, but I feel like that's a little too old. Honestly, this one. This is the one I want. I want Ballinger. So let's see if who wants that. Baldinger. Baldinger. I spelled that right? There's a G in there. Wait. Just copy the name. Why is it an image? That's weird. I can't copy the name. Bald. No, that's right. Maybe I gotta get rid of these filters. What? No? Oh, that's annoying. Is there any way to download it from here? Oh well. You know what? It's fine. So let me just look through my own font directories because I think I have some on my computer. Not footsteps. No, not resources. Data, fonts. Okay. So if I go to C, Windows, nope, Windows fonts. Okay, let's look through here. Not every font, yeah, that's true, but I can use any of these guys. Let's try this one, Constantia. Let's see how you look. So then, oh, I did not need all of these options. I just needed one. We'll just choose these. So then I have to go here to Window, Text Mesh Pro, Massive Font Creator. Not that, it doesn't need to be that big. Be so for real. It can be kind of small. So then if I just drag you into here, I haven't done this in a long time. I want to make a new one. Save as. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's see how that font looks. Reset the character. I like that. I like that. I think that looks good. So, let me make sure all this is good. Yep. Okay. Wonderful. Let me try to center it, because is it just me or does it feel not centered? There we go, that's better. Then I should have the drop down, right? Maybe. No. I always forget how to add the drop down. I think I literally just go like this, and then I go here. Drop shadow. And that'll... Perfect, okay. So then for the drop shadow, let me add in the underlay. Just like so. Make it a bit darker. We really want to see that underlay. There we go. I feel like that's good, right? That's a believable enough font. Cool, cool. So I'm gonna make this give it a bit of padding at the end because it's kind of getting squished in the corner if you can't tell. Perfect. Okay. So Now let's move on to, well, let me add the button. The button's not gonna be useful, but you know what? It'll be a part of it. It's a part of the vibe. It's a part of the bit. So I'm actually gonna be a little tricky here. I'm gonna add the button as a part of the header bar thing, even though it's technically not true, and then I'll just have an invisible button afterwards that just kind of handles all the clicks for it. So let me create a little rectangle here, and looking at the references, it's a little red button with a white outline. We can get rid of this selection. So, just like so. There we go. If I make sure that's centered. Wonderful. Okay, so now we'll go to, where's the properties? Here they are. So oh, why are you mad at me? There we go. We'll go white, and then for the fill, we'll go with a red. Not that much of red. That kind of hurts my eyes. More like this kind of red. Perfect. And then let's make the corners a little round. Where do I do that? Oh, right here. Around the corners a bit. Like so, but then it doesn't have the thing that we need. I mean, let me make the red a little bit brighter. Just like so. Great, then go here. Make an X. Wonderful. Let me make that bigger. Just like so. Perfect. Then let me make it bold. It already is bold. Let me choose a different font then. That'll work, and then I can just stretch it out like that. Well, no, that's not accurate. Looking at the reference images, it uses like maybe this one. Nope. Maybe just the classic. No, stop it. I just want to drag it like that. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. I mean, it's not centered. Now it's centered. Right? No, it looks off. It has these little standy bits that I don't want the standy bits. I want like a flat bit. So I gotta look for a font that has that. Maybe you? No, you. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. And then I think it's slightly off-centered. There we go. So then, still slightly off-center. There we go. One more. Okay. So then what I'll do is I will go here, and we're gonna make it have a little bit of a bevel, just like so, but not that much around the edges. Perfect. And then the gradient thing, but we don't want we want white. So then we flip that and then add it as a multiply. Ooh, that looks good. I want to do screen so it brightens it instead of darkening it. You're also an indie game developer? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So let me add a drop shadow now. Perfect. Perfect. This is coming along a lot better than I thought it would actually. So then, if we go here, let's make this one a little bit nice. Wonderful. Cool. I think that captures the vibe that we're looking for. So if I scale it, if I scale you inwards, just like that. Right? Does that work? So then if I go here and then I go here and then I export this, which I called it email master. And let me actually save this, just so that it keeps saying perfect. Yes, that's fine. Then we go to here. Then I have to do this whole process because it's not connected to my add-on for complicated reasons. But if I go here and go quick override, then I have to open it up. Side view, which is textures. Master, where is it? Where's the world? Oh, here we go. Master and then email. Where is it? Come on. Here we go. Right here. I just drag it into here. Boom. It updates. Oh! That's not good news. Ah. Yeah, that's not good news at all. Well, new plan of action. What we're gonna do is we're literally just gonna make this its own little thing. You're subbing immediately? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So if I grab these two, let me just put it in its own little space. Like that. Just like so. Okay, so then we'll have it. We will have it be a part of the button, which will actually make it look a little bit nicer. Just like so. I'm gonna go here and then quick override. Perfect. Okay. So then let me make sure that the alpha is set up perfect, and so then we should have a button right here, which is our exit button. Like so, and then also the same thing, we're gonna have it. You know what? I can just go copy, copy, copy. Weird. I can only do one at a time apparently. And then we'll go paste. Perfect. And then I'll copy this again. And you know what? We could probably just set it to minimum width. I think that should be fine. I don't know why we have to do the other way. We're gonna get rid of that. Then we're gonna have this as our raw image. We're gonna use our email, and then we're gonna move it down to where we want it to be. So right here, and then we stretch it all the way out. Maybe like 0.76. There we go. 6.2. Nice. And so then I imagine it's gonna be the same thing. 1 minus that. Close. Okay. So this shifts it up and down. This shifts it on top. So I think the height is good. I just think that this is a little off. There we go. Maybe like that. But then I do want to make it a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna go with 8. Maybe 7. 7 would be good, yeah. So let me shift that into the middle. Can I adjust it nicely? 8, 3, 2, 5, 6. There we go. So then let me make sure the height is the same. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Well, we got our button there, and then let me change the scale of it, which might cause some issues, but we'll have it ignore its scale. That. Wonderful, wonderful. So then let me make this into the button. So when I hover over it, it'll actually like light up and stuff. So if I darken it like this, then when I hover over it, it like light up. Wonderful, wonderful. So then we're gonna give it the same function as this button over here. So it is a little bit redundant, but you know what? It's fine. There we go. It's mostly for cosmetics. So now that we got that, then let's get started on the actual email body itself. So if we look at the email, you know what would really help? This would really help a lot. For the window container, if we add in a new image, we call this the border, then I make this a layout element, and ignore the layout, just like so. Have it cover the whole screen, and then we do a border, which I think I should do border scalable, because it's going to be nice hard corners. Then what I can do is I can extend this out a bit, so it matches, and then I'll give it that blue color. See, there we go, there we go. Nice, nice, nice stuff. I'm gonna put this behind her. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna put it in front, and then I do want to make it a little bit wider. So because the way this object is set up, I can't do it directly. So I have to make 2 borders, but that'll work. That'll be fine. There we go. That helped a lot, actually. Do you see the vibe now? So then it looks like we could probably keep the. It looks like the gray will work, but we just gotta make it a little bit of a prettier gray. So maybe like a brighter gray. Like that. Nah, we should make it its own thing. So let's go into Photoshop again, and then I'm gonna create a. Let's merge all of this down because I don't need it all now. We're gonna go here. One pixel off. Here, and let's just make it a really big, like. Just like. I reckon that'll be big enough. Yeah. Let me adjust it so it moves up. Okay, cool. So then we'll make this a nice gray color, like so. They do a little bit. It's honestly a bit of a beige color. Yeah, like that. There we go. Oh, in the server, let me check it out. Do you want me to share it on the live stream or just because here? Oh, I love your concept. Wow, yours looks really nice. Do you want me to show it, or do you want me to keep it a secret, or just a part of the server? So then, what I'm gonna do is let me give it its own here, and then I did notice it kind of has a texture almost. So I'm gonna kind of go with an inner shadow, like so, just so it looks a little nice. We'll go with like that. And then like so, and then for the gradient overlay, I'm gonna add a gradient overlay. It's gonna be like this, but then I wanted a pattern, not flowers, but I wanted like, yeah, almost like this sort of thing. I've noticed that they kind of have little lines on them, like that. Let me make this bigger. Oh, I think I can make this a lot bigger. Maybe like that. So then, there we go. Let me adjust the inner shadow, though. I think it could be a bit better if I change up the choke, for example. There we go. I think that looks good. So then let's see how that looks in game. Master, yep. Go here, go here. Quick override. Here and here. Wonderful. So then for the background of the layout panel, we're going to have it be a raw image. This raw image to be exact, and then we'll have it stretched to take over. This does not look as good as I thought it would. There we go. So then we're going to have it stretched to take over. Well, you know, we'll see how it goes. I might be surprised. So let's try 1 minus 0.28. There we go. Ah, this is so finicky to work with. I don't like this. Why can't it just be like easier UV? Okay. Then the height is going to change that top part. Which actually, you know what that means? I can just go. Will that put it at the bottom? Is that what it did? Gotcha. But the height isn't right. You can tell it's not right. Well, maybe it is actually. It was 628. It should be 63. Gotcha. Then the height. Right? I can change freely without changing the bottom. Yeah. So 25, 28, 29, 3. Okay, so it's 295. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So the lines don't help. Let me maybe make them thinner. Or not thinner, but just like maybe 1% opacity. And then make them kind of bigger. That, let's see if that makes it better. Just like so. Okay, I think that looks good. What do you guys think? Does that work? So this weight ball is not the right height. It's bothering me. It's a tiny bit wider than it is taller. Oh. Then I gotta set this header text to be more powerful. And then this exit body, probably the same. Well, it's fine. It's fine if it's a little stretched. Yeah. No, literally, I know 2.0 is almost done. It's super exciting. Okay. Does that look good right here? Oh, you know what? The scroll bar, there's a chance. The scroll bar, were always like, they weren't modern like what I just changed it to. They took up like here, and then they had like, it was always like black, and then the scroll bar itself was like the blue color. You know what I mean? I do feel like the blue is a slightly bit, it's too blue. But we'll just see how it goes. So, definitely make the handle look blue. So then I'm gonna do the same thing for, well, I don't know. Let's see, what do they, for the, we would have a white background for this part here. So if I go here, I do like a full white background. Maybe like an off a little bit. Yeah, but I'm gonna make it in Photoshop so I can add a little pattern to it. If I go here, just like, let's have it take up the full thing. It's gonna be kind of a big piece here. Like that, and then we'll have it be white. And then I wish I could have like, I want to have a different pattern. I want to have like little dots. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, something like this. I mean, it's, yeah. So then like so, and then we go to pattern overlay, just like that. Do you see the vibe? Do you see the image? So then, let me make the shadow a bit bigger. Are those rubber chickens? Oh, and the song? It's actually a party horn that I got from a New Year's Eve party. And I was making the song, and then I was struggling to come up with the ending. And then I just had, it really wasn't that great. I just had the final instrumental, the da-da-da-da, and then I also had my vocals doing it too. But it felt like I was missing something. So then I came home from the party, and it was just laying on my desk. And then I was like, what if I tried this? So then I recorded it, and it was like the best idea I've ever had. It was a really good thing, and it just made the song complete. So that's what that noise is. Okay. Ooh, there we go. So then let me adjust the UV again so that it matches. Let me hide the viewport so we can see the whole thing. So I do like 2, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 2, like that. Perfect. And then the height, I think the height changes. The height is actually the Y is actually the bottom. So that's good to know. So then if I line it up like so, perfect. Then I just change the width and height to match. So probably I'll just honestly just do 1 minus this for the width because I know it takes up the entire width. And then for the height, it does not take up the entire height, but it's a good start. So 1 minus that. Then I gotta just adjust it a little bit further. Just like this. Boom! There we go. Look at that. And let's add the emo back in. Oh. Awesome. Okay, so then now we'll add... Did I make space for the actual emo? Dang it. That was a huge oversight on my end. Let me make this area a tiny bit smaller. Gotta, you know, actually have space for the email itself. So that means I gotta adjust the UV. You're gonna see me whenever. All right, sounds good. Bye. Thanks for joining. So then if I go here, perfect. So emo container and I gotta fix the whole height thing. Or it's actually more of the like so. Then if I should have recorded how much I changed. That would have made this a lot easier. There we go. 2, 1, there we go. Alright, so then the email itself, I want it to have, I think it should be this, well, I don't know, what should it look like? What do you guys think? Let me grab this again. We'll make it from here. So this one will be a little bit smaller because I want it to have a drop shadow. Like so. Then. Inner shadow. Like this. I want it to have a border. Like that. I think that'll be fine. If it just has a little black border and then a drop shadow, that should be good. So then, let me make it like a gray color. Yeah, like that. Let's try that. So then, if I go here, email master and save. Let's do the whole update thing again. And then here. Alright, so then for the email content itself, the email template, we will use this. Wait a second. No. I was like, maybe I could just do this with sprites, then I don't have to do this whole UV thing. And I probably can, but honestly, I just don't want to deal with that work right now. So if I line this up like right around here, 2, 1, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7. Okay, then the height actually looks like it is lined up already. So then the width is not lined up fully. 8.2 looks good, and then the height. 2, 9, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. How does that look? No, you're not late. You're just in time. We're just working on the emails. You guys can kind of come and go whenever. It's not like a linear story. I guess there kind of is. But how does this email look? Does this look good? So then if I make the padding a bit better for all parts of it. Actually that'll be fine. And then maybe for the header, we obviously got to update the font to, what was the new font that we made? This one. So let me make it a little bit more dynamic. So we'll have the from and the to. So then we'll have the subject be bold. Actually, we'll have them all be bold, and then need help making emails. So then this one is going to have a larger size, so I'm going to go the size of 30. And then for here, it'll be smaller, so size of 20, for example. There we go. So then let me adjust the character just so that it looks better. I can get rid of this bold because I honestly don't think I'll need it. The gray is a bit dark. Okay. Because I want it to contrast with the white. So that's why I made it a little darker. But I can always make it... Ooh. That looks terrible. Why did I choose that setting? Hold on a second. details here. I don't want it to be that crazy. Here we go. So then we'll have it be like from app, let's see, from, oh no, it'd be like, then we'd have alpha is equal to maybe 3.3 from, no, maybe not, maybe that's too low. Maybe like A5, there we go. From Betsy Brown at rotnick.com. Like that. Then we would have the 2 be the same thing, but then we have to reset the alpha. So alpha is equal to, here we go, to Joe Rotnick. How should I style them? There you go. See what I mean? I think that looks good. I feel like a line help block it off, just so it's not like one body. You know what I mean? But we can see. So if I kind of space it out a bit more, for the emo body, we just choose this font, and then go like this, and then drop shadow. Actually, I don't think we need it. So we'll write a little thing. Hello. Or no, we should make this smaller. Hello. Hope this email finds you well. I am doing a live stream right now and writing out how the emails will work. Then, Betsy Brown, for example. Okay. So then, what is going on up here? That's not good. We gotta add a minimum height, I think. Yeah, that should be the minimum. But the emo does not have to be this large. It can be a lot smaller. Does that look good? What do you guys think about that? Actually, what if people had their own pictures as their backgrounds? So like, what if like they had little profile? Yeah. Oh, that's such a good idea, because then that would like kind of fix a good amount of my problems. So for example, how that would look is if I added like a raw image here, and then I had like a background image, and then I made it like extend the full width and stuff like that. Then and I put it right here. Then I can like give it a bit of an alpha like so, and then let's choose like, we'll choose the printer as a test. So if I did this, oh, this helps a ton. This helps so much. Let me see if I can find like a better, let me go for like the axe arrow cutscene and try to find out like a cool shot from there that I can use. So like every single person will have their own. Look at that. That looks nice. So maybe like, let's go with like a loading screen icon. Do you see what I mean? Wouldn't this look great? So then if I mask it out, then, hey, look at how cool this will look. So then, let me kind of, it has this little weird line at the bottom, which I don't love. Let me try to fix that. There we go. Check that out. That looks nice. That really does look nice. Cool, cool, cool. So, let me check on what course it is. Oh, they're just kind of saying their own thing. This looks really, really, really nice. So I kind of want to have, maybe this is lazy of me, but I just want to have the user option look the same. I don't know, this is probably lazy of me. I shouldn't do it. Yeah, that looks dumb. Let me try to find. Or, ooh, not that much. It's too much. There we go, and then I have to adjust the profile picture to adjust for the offset. So I think -20 should be good. There we go. So then we'll have the title, which would be bold, and then we'd have the unbold, just like so. And then we gotta choose the right font. Switch the characters together a bit more. And then this one is obviously, this one's gonna have the larger size. Why were you selecting files? What do you mean? Size is equal to 30? No, it's too big. 25. Yeah. And then we'll make the size 15 down here. Perfect. And then change the line height. Check Patreon. Okay. So, can I adjust the line height? Because I don't like this one. Ooh, I got a notification. So, line height maybe? There we go. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So, it would be 30. Maybe 20? No, let's do 25. 30. 28. That looks good. Okay, gotcha. So then, 10. Wait, why is that not working? Oh, then can I just adjust? What? Why is it being weird? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. I just wish these two were more separated and then these ones were more far apart. You know what I mean? Maybe if I did like this. No, that doesn't work. Maybe if I just got rid of this extra padding on the right. There we go. And then I'll just have it like, I'll try to make sure that it looks better. I don't really know. Yeah, let me just get rid of this padding. Does that look fine? Like that? No, it doesn't. It looks terrible. Let me try making it all caps. Maybe that'll make it look better. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. But I just don't like this little box that it's living in. I definitely feel like it could look better. Ah, what's it doing? That's weird. Why is it being weird? Okay, that's fine. So, just like that, and then I gotta adjust the profile picture just so it is looking better. There we go. How's that look? I think that looks good, right? And then what we'll do is to kind of, as like a reason as to why there's not more. I'll do that later. So, I think that works. I'm gonna make a different version of this that just has rounded corners. Oh, I don't really have a space for it. It'll be fine. Never mind, I can't do that. Well, I guess that's what I'm gonna be going with. I like that too. I think it looks good. So, yeah. Does that look good? Do you guys like that? So then if we had another email, it would look like email template like that. Cool. Gotcha. Okay, that works. Cool. So then maybe what I could even do is to like add more realism. I could, I guess I can't do that. It's fine. We'll just leave it out as. So that looks good. Perfect. And so it's all in the inspectables UI, so it'll be nicely fit in there. I do want to, I never assigned it. Inspectables email. Perfect. So then I do want to add a little bit more top padding. Just like so. And I could probably add a little bit less left and right padding. So maybe 50. There we go. Cool. Awesome stuff. Okay, so now I don't know. Do you think the UI is done? I think it's done. Let's see how it looks in game. I mean, it won't really be interactive or anything like that, but it'll be decent enough. Let's see. So if I put here, we should see it. Why don't we see it? Go canvas, inspectables, back. Oh, right, because it gets disabled. There we go. Perfect. So this is how it looks in game. We can scroll and we can see the emails and stuff and we can read them. There won't need to be a text transcript. Well, maybe there should be. But, yeah. So there we go. Wonderful. I think that looks good. Cool stuff. Okay, so now let's get started on the scripting. I think I'm probably going to take a real quick break, like 5 minutes. No one leave. Okay, would you rather have the be right back screen or would you rather have the brain rot screen? What do you guys want? Brain rot? Alright, sounds good. Brain rot time. No one leave. There's 19 people here right now. So, you guys better stay. Alright, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see. I think people left, so I'm very disappointed. You guys, are evil. Hold on. I literally lost my phone. I'll be right back. Sorry. Yeah, literally people left, so wow. No more Venge 2.0 for you guys. I'm canceling it. Um. So, all right. So now that we've got in, you think your brain is fried? Maybe that's why everyone left, because they wanted to keep their brain cells. So. Alright, so now let's start working on the actual email system. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go to our scripts, and then to data, and then where's my inspectable? Right here. We're going to create a new inspectable type, and it's going to be called, it's going to be called an email inspectable, like that. So, an email inspectable is going to inherit from, an email, so we're gonna have from the inspectable like so, and then the email has a string subject and a body, and that's kind of all it has. So then we're gonna have the text area for both of them. So that makes up what an email inspectable is. So now the bulk of it is going to be done for the email user. Just arrived, welcome. We are working on emails, so we were able to get the email UI done, which you'll see in a second. And now we're actually scripting it. So I should get rid of that poll. We don't need that poll anymore. Email or UI1, only by a little bit though. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go email, and we're going to create another script. This one's going to be the really important one. This is the email user. Thank you. All right, bye. Have fun. So the email user is the important one. And so the email user is a scriptable object. Oh, I guess I'll add that. No, it's a scriptable object, just like so. And then the email user will have a string name, so like the username. I'll call this the username. And then it'll also have public string email, so like the email at, you know what I mean? And I'm not including domain. And then it also is gonna have just like that. So then what I'm going to do is, so then the email itself will have public from to, just like so. So that should be that all done. So let's see how this works. So we go here. I am coding, yes. So I forgot to add right here. I need to add in a create asset menu. What do I call these normally? So if I go to like the artifact. Oh no, and let me go to like, what's a good scriptable object? Advanced dialogue. This one right here, yeah. So then I copy this here. File name, email user. Oh, I do not want it in the script. I want it in this script. Right here. So we have our email user, and we want a scriptable object, email user. Like so. So then we should be able to create them now. So then what I'm going to do is... Can you write the first email? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think we're all going to write it together. So I go into data. This is where I keep all my like scriptable objects and stuff. And I'm going to create a new folder called emails. emails like so, and then we're gonna create a new folder inside of this one called users, like so. Then inside of here, we're gonna create our first ever email user. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna call this Joe Rotnick. Perfect. So his name is Joe. I should name, not username, display name. Display name would be a lot more easy to understand. Display name. Clashing chairs, yes. So, display name, Joe Rotnick, and then not including the domain, we're gonna go joe.rotnick, like that. Oh, I also need a profile picture. So, we're gonna go public texture 2D profile picture. Then we're also gonna have a profile picture and a background picture. So, oh, it selected everything. That's not good. Stop. Unselect everything. Oh my gosh, Unity. Stop. There we go. Unclick, 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 unclick. None of that, none of that. Get rid of it. Come on, unclick, unclick. Unity. There we go. Gosh. Alright. There we go. So, here we go. Then for the profile picture, I don't think I have anything in here that we could particularly use at the moment. But we'll get to that later. So we have an email user now, and then let's make another one just so that we can do a test email. So I'm going to create scriptable object, new email user. We're gonna call this one Devin Sando. That sounds like an interesting name. Devin Sando. So Devin Sand. Oh, I also forgot another one. We need the role position. So public string role name. Just sort of display it on the little side thing. And the email needs a date. That's right, Joe. Anyway, role name. We're gonna go to Joe. He's the CEO, obviously. And Devin Sando is. We're going to say he is the IT director. Devin.Sando. Wonderful. So then we're going to go into here, and now we're going to make our first email. So to do this, we need to first, the way that I create, if I go here, tools, then I can create an inspectable. Right. Where is it? Create artifact. Create item, create editor. Oh, guess I don't have it. Alright, so then we're just gonna have... We're gonna have it be its own thing. So, we're gonna go email user. Here. We're just gonna call this one an email. You can't see the screen, but I'm really not typing anything crazy. I'm just copying and pasting. So, just like that. Devin Sando, the true villain of Venge? Yes. Alright. So, let me go here and go create, and then scriptable object, email. Perfect. And we're going to call, ooh, what do we call these? I'll call them the subject line. So, email works. So then, ooh, we have all this stuff that I don't really need. So I gotta get rid of kind of all of this. How did Lucy and FX end up in the flip world? You will have to see in Venge when you play it. Okay, so a few issues. I don't need half of this. Right? I really don't need half of this. So let's do some... If I go to the editor inspectable drawer, we have all of this. Wonderful. So I would like it to not use it. So I'm gonna create. We are gonna create our own a brand new editor. A new editor. So we're gonna call this email inspectable, and there's gonna be a brand new one. Will you do some artifact skins or the glow lantern in the live stream? Probably not, because it's taking up the whole live stream. But next week's live stream, I definitely can. I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams just because we're getting closer to the release date, and I want to keep this channel active. Like, I don't really want to make videos anymore. It's kind of a lot of work. But, where did that put it? There. Okay. So, now will that work if I go to the data inspectable, well, not inspectable, data emails. Perfect. Okay, so it shows the base. Cool. So then what we're gonna do is I do want to keep track of all of. Oh. Wait a second. It hit everything. That's not what I want. All right. So now let's go over to here, and we're gonna go split screen, and then we're gonna go. A lot of these fields are going to be done automatically. So I think we should definitely have the unique ID. That is an important field to have. So we'll put the unique ID there. We'll put these in a box. So just like so. Like that, perfect. Then the type, we don't need the type. We already have type. So for everything else, though, I'm gonna go. If we have extra time, then we'll do some environmental stuff. But I think it might just be only emails at this point. So the name is going to be the name. I'm just gonna set it to the name of itself. No, the name should be a part of the email. Yeah, that just means you'll have to come to next live stream. So, alright, so then, editor dot save ID. The emails are really only in one place. They're really only in the real world. So I'm gonna say that these are gonna be a part of, this save ID right here. An unfortunate crash. Actually, we're gonna say they're a part of Explorer Studio, because technically you can access them before the crash. So we're just gonna say they're part of that one. Then, allow pinning. No, you're not gonna be allowed to pin it, because how can you access a digital email from your inventory? That doesn't make sense. So then all these are the other ones we don't really care about. We want to make sure it is not an artifact. Is artifact is false. They should not be an artifact. And then I just want you guys to keep watching the live streams. That'd be awesome. So then the text transcript, we don't need a text transcript as well, because you know it's in the screen. So text transcript is going to be equal to this. So what else do we need? I think those are all the settings that we need. Wonderful. So then, once this loads, perfect. So we need a unique ID or a name, which we're gonna call this email works. And then, oh, it did not appreciate that. Why? Oh, I probably have to go serialized object to apply modify properties. There we go. Remember that Homelander will die in season 5? It's possible. I haven't watched the show, so I don't really know. Then if we go here, then email works, and the unique ID will be email works. And then from Devin Sando to Joe Rotnick, and then ooh, you know what? I can even save myself a step. I can just set the name for the subject. Well, you know what? I I can do one even better. Just get rid of the whole subject, the concept of a subject. I can just have the body. And then the name will be the subject. We'll just add a little note there, the helper. This is the subject. Perfect, okay. And there we go, perfect. Okay, so that's the subject, and then the body is, hey, Joe, this is a test to make sure that you know this. Please, first email test, that's what we call it. I should rename this too. Email test. This, make sure, please reply if you received this. I wish I could make this text box larger. I think I can. Yeah. No, I can't. What? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, hi, Ryan. Ryan is being toxic. Let me go here. So, now that we got our first email, how exciting. Then that should mean that it is added to the database? Maybe. Did it get added? It did not get added. Ugh, that's annoying. So, I have to add it to here. Email test. Perfect. Okay. Oh, so speaking the truth is toxic? Yeah, it is toxic because it's not true. So, okay, email test has been added. So then, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. Or not the camera, the microphone. So, then once we got that, now let's actually work on implementing this thing. So, we're going to add in a little temporary object for now. So, where's our camera? Our camera's in this room. So, if I just add a little cube here, add a cube, and then I go into, I make this an interactable cube, and then I make it an inspectable, and then I give it the email test. Perfect. When I click on this cube, it should open up the inspectable, and then it should open up the email. So, fingers crossed. I don't think it'll work because I feel like I didn't code anything, but maybe my old code was just so good that it just will work perfectly. All right, let's see. Where's the cube? There it is. It's a little high. Okay, so it kind of worked. I'm getting a lot of errors, but it popped up. So that's good. I can strobe it if I want. All right, let's see what's going on. So from the looks of it, it did not open up the right UI, which that makes sense. So let's tackle that first. So if I go to here and then I go to the inspectable backend. Where is it? Inspectable backend. I don't remember it being in here. Inspectable backends. I don't know why it wasn't showing up, but so we should have another called inspectable email display, like that. So then when we want to open an inspectable, we want to figure out which one to show. So let me see where this one's being used. Update display, gotcha. Right, okay, so the white square of doom, yes, exactly. So what we want to do is a base, we want to go inspectable view base. View is equal to raw image display. We'll do that one by default, but then if inspectable, why is it not showing up? Did I spell it wrong? No, if inspectable is email inspectable, then we want the view to be the email display. So then we just gotta use this view for all of these different shenanigans stuff, just like so. Same thing here. Let's see. So if I view base or get view like so, and then return the default view. Oops, sorry. Then we'll add this as a, just so it's, you know, a little bit more consistent so I don't have to do this every single time. So just like that. Perfect. So then this will be the right view, and then we can do it from here too. So we want to ping the right one, and then wonderful. Okay, cool. So that should work. Oh, there's compile errors. Wait, what? Inspectable does not exist in the current context. What do you mean? What? I'm so confused. It's right there. Is it just VS Code? It's VS Code just being weird. I need to have inspectable. There we go. It's just VS Code being silly. So inspectable. And then where was the other use of this? It was up here. Cool. Okay. Perfect. So that should work. What do you mean? Why is VS Code not showing any of these errors? That is really silly. Okay. So this should work. Fingers crossed. And so we should see the emo UI pop up, but the emo won't actually be there, if that makes any sense. Oh my gosh, I was on the completely wrong screen. I'm so sorry. So, you'll be able to see it now. Ready? And go like this. Oh, I didn't assign it. Oops. Oh, this is like what causes the vast majority of errors in this game. It's just me forgetting to assign stuff. So, there we go. Just like so. So then, if I go here, go like that. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. So we have first emo test. We have no buttons because we can't pin it or we can't translate it, but we can see our UI. That is looking great. That's looking wonderful. So then I can click here, right? Yep, cool. To close it. Wonderful. Awesome stuff. So here we go. I don't like how it, every time I click it does that though. That's not nice. We got the first email test, and then we'll be able to see our email. So now let's actually get it started. Let's get it plugged in. So to do this, let me switch to the main screen. We have our inspectable, our email stuff right. I'm gonna start hiding all of this stuff so you can see it. It's right there, right here. So we need to have a reference to the template user and then the email template as well. So to do this, the email view, what I'm gonna do is the user template, we're gonna create a script for it that just kind of like holds all the information for us. It just makes it easier. You want to see the new channels on IRL. I don't know what you mean by that. So then if we go to UI systems, inspectable. All right, so we're gonna go new script, inspectable, email, user details. The emails are for lore. Yep, basically. So that's kind of their entire purpose. That they serve two purposes. They build continuity. They help the world feel more alive. But then they also they also serve lore benefits. So it's super easy for me to add a lot of new lore and stuff like that, which is great for you guys. So which one do I wish Unity would display these things better, because it's kind of really confusing if you have a ton of them. So we have the inspectable user details, and so if we go here, then for the details, what we need access to is we need access to this profile picture and then the text. So we need the text mesh pro UGI text, and then we also need the raw image profile picture, just like so. And then we're gonna have a method called void setup, and then we're gonna have the string for the name. Actually, we're just gonna go email user. So then what we're gonna do is the text.setText, we're gonna give it what I made it over here. Unity's being slow. Wonderful. There we go. Then the details, and it has like all this formatting stuff. We gotta keep the formatting. We don't want to lose the formatting. So go here. We want to set the text to this, but we want to make sure that we add in the information we need to. So I'll make this editable. Go user.displayname, and then the user.role name, and then for the profile picture we do profile picture dot texture is equal to user dot me dot profile picture. Cool. So then that'll set it up for us. And then I'm gonna go into here. We're gonna go into the email backend. Where is that? Email. Backend email. Okay, we're gonna close out of this. So then what we do is, this is not the right one. Ah, stop it. Here we go. Where'd it go? Ugh, where'd it go? I literally just opened it. Here we go. Okay. So when we open the inspectable, then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need access to the user details template. Perfect. So user details template, and then we're going to get. So what we need to do is we need to get a list of all of the email users. This. Then what we also need to do is we need to get a list of all of the emails. Email inspectables. Perfect. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go through for each inspectable, what else call this? INS in inspectable data. What do I store this as? Hold on a second. Because I store them all in one spot in this main here. Inspectable collection. Gotcha. In inspectable collection dot. Oh, right. I have to go. Inspectable backend dot data. Oh my gosh. Where do I store this thing? Collection. Gotcha. Dot collect. It's not public. Oh my gosh. I have to do backend dot collection. There we go. Dot inspectables. So we're gonna get all of the inspectables that we have, and then we're gonna go if INS is email inspectable, then we'll add it to the email list. Like so. What will I do after emails? Depends on how much time we have. We're already 2 hours into it, so probably I'll end the stream and maybe we can stream tomorrow. I'm gonna do something else. So yeah, we'll see. So then what we'll do is it's like so, and then if it isn't inspectable, then what we need to do is we need to check if email users dot contains. I should have this be its own. Email is equal to this. because we're not going to explicitly store all of the emails per se, or the email users, but we're going to store them based on from references and stuff. Then we're going to go email users dot add email.com. And we're going to do that for the 2 as well. Just like that. So I did this completely wrong. Yeah, I did this completely wrong. Oh no. Ugh. Yeah, I did this completely wrong. So the emails themselves aren't inspectables. The email users are inspectable. Dang, that sucks. Alright, so I'm gonna have to rewrite that, so you know what, we'll come back to that later. We'll do something else for now. So next time you see it, it'll be fixed, but that's gonna take a lot of work to have to rewrite all that. So in the meantime, what could I show you? Let's see. In the meantime, we can do some random office stuff. Let's do that. So, all these offices here, they're all basically empty, and it would be really nice to do some random environment stuff. So I got all of these nice little ones already created. So, let's just start. Oh, is this already a prefab? Nice. So let's bring this over, and we'll just bring it over to these rooms over here. So, the way that these random rooms work is it's pretty cool. All I have to do is just, these doors are already attached to it, and then wherever this blue box gets placed, that's where the random room will appear. So if I move this over like that, and then I go like this, then this random room is already set up. But then I gotta get rid of this existing door that was here way before. So this needs to replace this. Alright, it's this right door? No, it's the wrong door. This one. Get rid of this one. Oh no, that was the wrong one too. Ugh. This one. Get rid of that one, and we have this one now. So, just like that. Then I got to adjust the random room generator because it's a little bit too big. So I'm gonna have this be a 6 by 6, just like so, or 5 by 5. A 5 by 5 is better. And then the door blocking. Yeah, that works. I do want to give it one more dead tile though, just right there. Oh, right there. Okay, cool. So if I were to generate the assets, it's pretty limited, but you know what? That's okay. Oh, gotcha. Because I have to. Gotcha. So then if I generate it now, gotcha. Okay, cool. Okay. Should add a large construction room for a laugh? Maybe. It's going good. How are you doing? Let me add one more dead space. Because, there we go. Yeah, because I don't want it taking up the door. There we go. That looks perfect. So then, now we just gotta do this for all of the doors. So this one is special because it has a random trigger, which I'm gonna copy these two. But otherwise, other than that, it's perfectly the same as the other door. Let me just throw in these random room generators. Just like so. And then for this door in particular, I'm gonna paste the two components, and then have this door referencing myself. New store, true. Okay, and the other door, goodbye. Perfect, but it's a little bit, now it's like clipping through the wall, which I don't want. I guess all these offices are a bit different. So, are you special in any way? Nope, You're not special. Are you special? Nope, you're not. Actually, you were. You did have something special about you. There was a randomly open trigger. I'm gonna keep that out here. You're not special. You are not special. You are not special. You are not special. And okay, those are all the not special ones for this side. So then let me just copy all these doors over. Very based of you. Hello. So then put them in. Just like so. Perfect. Alright, then this one goes over here. Well, objectively, they just aren't special because they didn't have any special triggers on them or anything like that. And that's on them. They have to deal with that. That's the consequences of being a boring office. So then there was... Ooh, this one is missing some stuff. I think these ones were locked. Well, that sucks for them. They're gonna be unlocked. And why are these just like missing something? Should I just really not bother making these rooms? It's kind of funny. I know this wing needs some improvement. I don't know if I'll have time. I mean, I have 20 days left, so I should have time. But I mean, I guess that implies that the release date that I'm going for, and I'm a lot more confident about this one than I was with the last unconfirmed one. The release date I'm going for is August 9th. So that is a Friday, the second week of August. And I'm hoping to get it out by then. I think that's reasonable to do. What do you guys think about that? Is that like when school starts maybe? Because that's something I'm kind of worried about. But what do you guys think about that? Now, that gives me plenty of time to polish everything up that I need to, and then also a big reason that I want to... It's still midsummer? Oh, perfect. A big reason that I wanted to push the release date back is because I really want it to be a huge like party for Venge. You know what I mean? I really want to have like a huge event planned and like everyone be really excited. And as it currently standed, that wasn't gonna happen. You know, I'm gonna make this room a little bit special. This room's gonna be a double office. So that's why I wanted to push the release date back, because I really just wanted, like, I was like looking in the chat on the Discord server, and like no one knew that it was even like close to coming out. So I was like, I'll just push it back. So hopefully that'll be fun. But I'm very excited. So we'll make it a big event. We'll have a whole thing. I hope so, actually, that a Revenge story will release. I'm not sure though. That song's kind of stuck in like a development hell. Maybe I'll play it for you. Do you guys want to hear a snippet of it? Maybe I'll play it for you. So, how are you optimizing this game? Need help as a fellow... So, Venge has a bunch of different techniques that I'm doing. The biggest one is like, this room over here is not loaded until you get closer to it. And so that's like the big one. I have all these little room trigger stuff. A lot of objects are marked as static, so then I can do some occlusion culling, which also helps. And then the big thing is just don't waste time rendering or scripting or doing anything that you don't need to do. So if it's off screen, you don't need to worry about it. You know what I mean? So that's helped a lot with Venge. So hopefully that helps, but optimizing in Unity is something that I struggle with. It is not an easy thing to do. Okay, so you had to go back to the store here, right? Perfect. Okay, so then randomly open will trigger you, which will trigger this door. You guys do want a snippet? Okay, cool. I'll play the snippet right now. Let's see. So let me go to my games. Revenge story. All right. So let me mute the background music so that it's loud and annoying. And here's the most recent snippet.
It's oh so dark, it's oh so quiet. Everything we knew wrecked out riot. Bones crushed and metal squeaked, pushing out of the ground like a twisted spring leaf. They tried to run, they didn't make it far. They burned and suffocated in invisible tar. But none of this fun Trust me, no, it's quite fun. Taking revenge on the chosen one. There they sleep, not dreaming, of course, but for bone marrow stumped all over the floor. Time goes on, the mystery dies down. Get used to silence, it's all around. But what they don't know, I will tell you now, this wasn't an accident. No, it was foul. Well, the dead can't speak. I will spill the tea. Come here, let's close, cause there was an egg.
Okay, that's all. That's all you're getting. I hope you liked it. That I really like the song, but I'm having a really hard time with the vocals and that sort of thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Thank you. It goes pretty hard, especially that chorus, the da 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 da. You know, it goes pretty hard, but I'm just having a hard time with the mixing. But did the voice sound nice? Were you able to kind of understand it? I mean, I don't expect people will be able to perfectly understand it. It's gonna come out with lyrics when the song comes out. But I mean, it's really cool. I do use a lot of third-party plugins. I have a lot of custom synths and stuff like that. All sorts of things like that. But I do also use a lot of the default instruments. Was Rain supposed to be quiet? So quiet over the songs with it? I mean, it's fine. Yeah, well. But thank you. They were perfect. Did it sound cool, or did it sound like kind of cringy? That's the thing that I'm kind of struggling with the vocals. They just don't sound cool. But I think that's just me, because I've been working on this song for over a year. So I'm naturally gonna get a little bit bored of it. But I really like that song. It's one of my favorites. It's slowly being beaten by a new song called Torturous Metamorphosis. That song, okay, so Torturous Metamorphosis has a really cool, interesting chorus with lyrics. I'll play the chorus on the piano. It's like, I don't know if you could hear that. If you can't hear it, then I'll do it a different way. But it has a really interesting chorus, and then the lyrics on the chorus are really good. And the lyrics were entirely written by Ryan, and he's very talented at that sort of thing. Well, not entirely. I did help with some parts, and then I wrote the bridge myself. But I'm really proud of that song in particular, Torturous Metamorphosis. It's really good. You could hear it? Cool. You like the melody? I know the melody's so good. It's like, it's really good. I really like it. It goes like to this part, which I think is really cool. It goes like, so it's like, da, 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 da. This sort of thing. Like that sort of thing. I know those scales go so hard. They're so good. I can't play them perfectly, but they sound awesome. It's so good. I'm very excited about that song. But every single song just has issues. And this song's issues are the production. I cannot get the production right to save my life. I tried a few different times, but it's you know, it's just really hard. Your ears, was it that loud? Is it that loud, really? I don't have my microphone for the piano set up because I tried to get it working, but it wasn't working because I was being stupid. But so I have to make it kind of loud in my room. Oh, it is that loud. Or no, it's not. I'm getting conflicting stories here. I paste that there. Okay, then. Oh. Yeah, that's fine to have here. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't know if you're on Discord, but I will be sending progress for it. It's just like, I just don't know how it sounds. Like, I don't know how it's supposed to sound from the piano. I don't think the piano was that loud. I don't know, but I don't know. I just don't know how it's supposed to sound. I don't have the image in my mind yet. Usually, like, for example, with Revenge Story, this. The whole synth and stuff, that was done really, really, really. People have different ears, true. I guess you could just turn your volume down. But, what was I saying? So, for Venge Story, the production came really, really, really simply, and so that was really nice. The issue I have with production I just have vocal issues with the Venge Story. Anyway, so all of these offices should be randomly generated now. And then all of their various features should also be randomly generated, and we should be good to go. So let's see how this looks. Let's check it out. So if I go to the game view here. Yeah, I've tried out FL Studio, but I just can't afford it. Hi, I'm doing good. How are you? All right, let's make our way there. Yeah. There we go. Fly over here. Oh wait, we're right here. All right, so let's see. Hey, nice. Perfect. They're floating a little bit, but that's something I can fix. Perfect. I think no, not all of them. These ones are missing. Did I really just, like, not bother making these rooms? That's kind of strange. Yeah. Enough of that. Alright, so then go here. Good, that one looks good. Oh. That's an issue. Those two doors shouldn't do that. That one looks good. This one looks good. This one looks good. This one looks good. This one is empty, but that's maybe fine. This one looks good too. You saw the trailer? Thank you. You love the camera tilt when I walk? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's little subtle things like that. That took a long time to polish. So why did some of these not work? Or they just didn't randomly generate something? I'm also not, like, dead set on the idea of having these rooms be randomly generated. No, I changed my mind. I don't want them. I'll do it manually. Because, like, these are going to be important offices lore-wise, so, like, yeah. You know what? Pretend that didn't happen. You did not see me go through that whole struggle of getting these rooms randomly generated. We just kind of wasted time. There we go. Pretend that didn't happen. La 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 la. Nothing happened. I'll just do them manually because I want them to be a certain way. Okay, there we go. These ones up here, though. No, these ones can be randomly generated. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I have 8 minutes left. So, what could I do for 8 minutes? Do you guys want to see my Planet Coaster Park? It's super off topic. It's not French related. But do you guys want to see the park? Or I guess I could do a Venge thing. But what do you guys want? What's the email serve? That's what we were doing earlier. let me see. So let me do a poll. I'll do a poll for this. Someone said no, but that's maybe you need to see it. Oh, oh, my chat is delayed. That's why it's being weird. Let me refresh that. Venge. Well, what do you want to see in Venge? Let's see. I don't know what to show you guys in Venge. I showed the elevator last time. I can't think of anything. Okay. See a few jump scares. You do jump scares. Can you see everything? Not everything. I could show you the new intro. Do you guys want to see the new Act 0 intro? Yeah, some of the real world needs a little bit of polish, like especially this area in particular. This area is solid. This area is solid. A lot of the areas are solid. You want that? Okay, cool. You're gonna leave now since I'm going completely blind? Fair enough. Alright, see ya. Thanks for joining the live stream. I will warn you though, this won't take 8 minutes, so we'll go from there. Let's see. So if I go to game act 0. Alright, I'll show you the intro. And then after that, if you have extra time, then I'll show you my part. It's really cool. So whenever we load in, alright. So here's the very beginning of Act 0. When you play it for the first time, this is what you'll see. With railroad building. I may need help. I plan to work on it a few more days, and then I'll see from there. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'll tell you in the Discord and stuff like that. So whenever it decides to load, it's taking forever. Well, I like how it sounds actually. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Unity, stop. Unity will sometimes take like forever to load. It's so annoying. Let's see. Come on. See, I'm just stuck on this screen. There we go, finally. Okay, ready? Everyone ready? Let's go. And there you go. That is the intro to Venge. It's really polished and it's really, um, like laid out well, and I think it's the best that it can be. So then you end up in your bedroom right here. Oh, I don't know why Unity's doing that. Then, oh my gosh, Unity is sometimes so frustrating. So then you end up in here, and you're in the bedroom, and then from there you go on your adventure. So what do you guys think about that? How'd you like that? I think it's really cool. I liked the little narration text helps so much, and so that was something new that I added in 2.0 too. But capybara right here. There's a capybara. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the live stream. It was pretty fun. We got a lot done, and so I will hopefully live stream again soon. I want to make a habit of it more, just so that like the channel will be a bit more active. But I will see you guys another time. Thanks so much for watching, especially for the people who stayed the entire time. I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys later.